Hi, you guys. It's Jerusha. It is, today is Wednesday, November 9th, the day after the election. When I went online to do this video, the previous one that I did last night, after the election results came in, it was almost midnight here, 2016 presidential election. I went on camera and I had two ideas for what I wanted to share. And it ended up being about one thing. And one of those two things, anyway. I cut out the second part of it because it just seemed like a really annoying and trite thing to be discussing at a time like that. So I cut that part out of it. And same thing today. Like, after getting all the comments I got to that video, which you guys haven't seen all of them because I've had to delete them. They have been extremely, well, it's just something I have not experienced here on YouTube yet before, but I knew that it would happen, and I didn't think, I didn't predict when it would happen. I didn't predict that it would happen after that video versus any other videos that I've done, like on dreadlocks or whatever. So the hate stuff came out, and I was actually debating about it. I was thinking about it. I was like looking at the comments, and I know that before on my YouTube videos I've said before, like, if you guys make negative comments, I'm going to delete them. So I was kind of blanket about that, like kind of general when I said that to you guys before the election video that I did. So when it came to this political video that I did, my reaction in real time to the news about the election results for 2016 presidential election in the United States of America, when I started seeing the comments that I was getting, I really considered them. I mean, at first I'm all like, no, get rid of them. This is my first result. Because, you know, it's good that I go through various phases instead of just do stuff based on the first instinct I have. And then I look at them, and I actually have been taking screenshots of them, even though I don't want to put them on or leave them there for other people to be exposed to. And I'm still kind of like forming my philosophy for expression regarding allowing comments from other people to my videos, because I guess I can delete and remove any video I feel like for no reason whatsoever, which I do appreciate that. Actually, I do appreciate it. I think we have free speech in this country, and that's pretty good, you know, to a certain extent. It's limited, of course. So then I look at them with a more critical eye. I look at them, the comments, and I say, okay, is this offering anything? Is this helpful to anyone? Would this be helpful to anyone that's viewing this? And like reading these comments, even if they don't agree with me or I don't agree with them. So then I say, well, okay, should I allow things that that are like not just disagreeing with me, but also negative and hateful? To what extent? And why? Why would I delete it? Why would I censor people from sharing their opinions on my comments thread for my videos? So I guess I have somewhat the philosophy that I had before when I just said, like, I'm going to delete negative comments. That philosophy was it wasn't about free speech. It was about, this channel is my channel, and I'm putting things on here, and I want this to be a place that's safe and somewhat happy and somewhat neutral and somewhat, I don't know, like maybe even a sanctuary. I don't know. That's kind of what I was thinking when I said no negative comments. Okay. But then this whole new level of comments that I got, which I know everyone that has a YouTube channel has probably experienced this. This is not new. Okay. I'm just kind of surprised how long it took for this to happen to me on my channel. So this took to a whole new level. This is not me deleting things because they disagree with me because they're negative. This is like name calling. This is like abusive, actually, stuff that they've written. And I don't know whether or not to read it to you guys, because I don't want to give them a forum, but at the same time, I want to share with you like what's happened. I doubt if they'll even come back to my channel. You know, they came to my channel, people, a kind of traffic that I'm not used to, because they're not looking up dreadlocks. Okay, my video popped up about election results kind of stuff. Wow. Okay, so I was called a feminist. Okay, don't get called that very often, especially by people that don't know me, and by people that I have not said I'm a feminist. I'm a female. Does that make me a feminist? I'm not sure. I was called, so one person called me a feminist hoe. It was pretty much what they said, except they said, you are, like the letter U and the letter R. Another person said, I'm not going to say this word because I don't know what it means, and it might mean something worse than it looks like. So it's like 3 letters, but they're small, lowercase. And then they said, period. Okay. That's what you liberal feminists get. Period. Praise. And then it went on, but I couldn't take a screenshot of it because it went on beyond what it was allowing me to see until I went in there. And I deleted it before I was able to take a screenshot of the whole thing. So that one was a little more complex to figure out what they were trying to say, but I don't really appreciate being called a liberal feminist. Not like I think that's a negative thing or anything. It's just that I'm not, it's someone defining me, and I do not allow that. I don't allow people to define me. I haven't defined myself as a liberal feminist. And so someone else cannot call me that. Whatever, you know? I guess you can call me a white person, but I still think that's defining me, because you don't really know. I mean, maybe my skin looks white to you, but you don't know what my heritage is. Maybe you do if you've been watching. But I don't want to be defined by other people. And so this person that doesn't know me at all is calling me that, and deciding that I'm a liberal feminist. And they really do not know. I definitely haven't said that I'm a liberal feminist. So there are other things that the person said that were really disrespectful. I did read their comment. I just deleted it, and now I don't have it on my screenshot. I wasn't able to see it after that. Another comment said, you're scared now because we are not going to war, AG. Then it was cut off. I'm not sure what they were trying to say. I did read the comment. I decided that it was them telling me what I am, and therefore it's not going to be valid, because how would they know? Do they know me? I doubt it. Their username doesn't look at all familiar to me. They're not somebody that I have disclosed to them that I'm mad that I'm not going to war. That's not something that sounds familiar to me. Why would I be thinking that? Why would I ever say that? So I deleted it because they were defining me, and I don't tolerate that. I don't need to. Let's see. Next one. This person said something that I don't think I should say the word, even though it's a word that people use a lot. But it starts with a P. Anyway, this person commented, Trump took the presidency by the lowercase letters, starts with a P, letters that mean a female body part. So Trump took the presidency by the female body part. Okay, so I don't know if you know about the audio that came out about something that he was saying, that Trump was saying a few weeks ago. Well, he said it before that, but it came out a few weeks ago about his comments. So this person is just continuing the really disgusting thing that Donald Trump said, and said it was, quote, just locker room humor. Well, I don't care. I mean, just... Yeah, lots of people say things that they wouldn't like to be recorded and like published everywhere. Okay, like not everything I say or do or everything should be like public. Okay, but don't say you're just locker room talk. Okay, just stop that. Okay, just say I'm sorry I was talking locker room talk with somebody. Like say, I am sorry that I was doing this thing that I considered to be locker room talk, but really that's not fair for me to say. And I'm sorry people had to hear it. And I actually really am sorry that I said it. And I'm going to be working on that because I haven't been working on that or have been working on that, but whatever, just like admit to responsibility for like how bad it is actually in the big scheme of things when like everyone has to see this and hear this and actually see you and know, okay, this is what this person thinks about women or even one woman. It doesn't even matter. Okay, so I'm going to try to be very brief in my idea about women and men. And I don't know if this is feminism or not. So this is my idea. Okay, men and women are often very different. There are often a lot of biological differences between men and women. Now, there are some women that would fit into categories of like height or weight or muscle mass that are closer to the average male, and vice versa. But there are biological differences, okay? If you start to take hormones of a woman, female hormones, like say you're a man genetically and you were born a man genetically and you start taking female hormones. Well, I've spoken to people like that. I've actually spoken to a medical doctor, did a talk. They're trans and they started to transition when they were 51 years old. And this person was doing a talk to us about the changes that are very much hormone related. So when they started to take the female hormones, even though they were male all their life until age 51, they started to get more fat, less muscle. They started to have more trouble with their weight, even though they didn't change their diet or behaviors. They started to have more fat on their body. Their muscle mass was getting less. Fat distribution more in proportion. Body shape was changing. Now, with the opposite, with someone that was born female and was taking male hormones, this was not 51-year-old person. This was a person in their 20s. Their neck, actually, the muscles in their neck were getting thicker. And it was noticeable. You could see a thicker neck on this person that was taking male hormones. They were transitioning male from female. So those are physical things, biological things. Okay, so that's why there's male and female Olympics, because it's not really quite fair to have men and women competing directly against each other because there are biological differences when we come to like averages. Yes, there are some men and some women that are falling outside of the average, but I'm just talking about some generalizations because I do think that generalizations are helpful here. So I think that women are protected. I think that they are a protected group of people. I think that they need to be protected because they are not as strong physically in general as men are. They don't have the same freedoms in terms of if you're of childbearing age and if you do have children or are pregnant, you're in a different situation than if you're a man. You may be a father. If you're a man, you can be a father. You can have a woman who's attached to you who is carrying your child, but it's different. It's going to affect you biologically differently, and everybody is unique, but I think that women are a protected group of people. And I don't think all women can get away with whatever they want to do, but I do think that women need to be protected. And it's taken me a while to get to this point of understanding. When I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I was kind of androgynous. I was really thinking about people being equal and the same. I really thought like men and women, the same. Only difference is that one's male and one's female, but really the same. Like seriously, I didn't think like different but equal. I wasn't even there. Because I was raised on a farm. And so I have a lot of muscle mass. I mean, just from muscle memory. I mean, I worked on the farm, I worked hard. And I do have probably maybe slightly more testosterone than a lot of women. So my muscle mass is more there. I worked a lot on the farm. And I'm Germanic. So a lot of German women are more beefy. They're just like, even if they're short, they do have more muscle mass sometimes. And also then when a lot of us grew up on farms. So genetics and all that stuff. We're tough. We're women that are tough. Even if we don't look physically taller or larger, we are tough and we are pretty scrappy, actually, even if you get it into it with us. So, no, not all women are weak or anything like that. But I do think that they're a protected group for good reason. And I think that that's something that we work really hard to see and in a balanced way that's really protecting women in the way that they need to be protected. So that's what I believe. That's what my thoughts are. As far as feminism or not, I have to say I haven't made peace with the words yet. I'm not against it. It's just that there's so many connotations to the word feminism that I am still making sense of it, actually, at 40 years old. So I don't hate men. In fact, I love men. I think men are great. I think men are awesome. I think that there are a lot of men who don't understand and don't really understand what their role is and what they really need to understand to be a man and not do harm. Like, I think a lot of men are naive and not educated in terms of their role in the world, the society, and in a relationship with another female, if they are, or if they have a sister. Like, to understand how you can treat that person with respect. It is different than the way you treat your little brother, okay? Because, like, yeah, your little brother, he's a little boy, and he's not having the same considerations as a female, okay? Just, I think that people aren't being educated well. In a lot of highly educated, a lot of parts of our society that you would think people would be educated, but actually it's the opposite. It's working the opposite of what I've seen. The people that are very educated, a lot of times their parents were from the 60s and 70s, so they were very, like, you know, like maybe hippie generation, like trying to like protest and think about changing the way things are. Well, I think my experience is that some of them are really naive in terms of how you need to protect women and females, and how women and men are not the same, just different genitalia. No. So I think that some people that are highly educated are actually underestimating the need for them to be aware of what it is to be female or learning about it and protecting women and girls. Because women and girls are not the same as boys and men, and there are differences even in emotions, and definitely societal differences in terms of how we're taught to deal with our emotions. So that's what I want to say. I have a lot more to say, and I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to try and actually shorten it up. Who knows? But I am really grateful that the political video came out that I did last night, and I'm grateful to be transitioning into a different part of my videos. I'm really glad, and I feel liberated by it, and I'm glad I did it in real time last night, and I'm glad I'm doing it right now. So take care, you guys, and I hope that you have a good day, and I hope that you're good to yourself, and I hope that you know what it means for people to treat you well, and that you don't let them get away with just saying and doing whatever they want with you, because it's important for us to feel like we can stand up for ourselves, even if we don't get what we want. Okay, take care. Love you all.